Oh, yeah, everybody. What's going on, y'all? Cheers. So we're going to be having a solo edition. Gina is not joining in on this one, but Gina and I will be on later this evening around 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you got either yourself following, got your notifications set on, or you just set a reminder in your phone, however you want to do it. Now, what I'm going to be doing with you guys today is I'm going to be actually running you through one of my workouts. So I'm actually going to be doing the workout. I'm going to be highlighting the products that I'm using, breaking down some of the perspective on those things. But before I even do that, I'm going to just give a minute here, let some people kind of join us. Again, if you're watching on any other platform besides Amazon, I'm actually going to be highlighting the products on Amazon. I put the link to the Amazon stream in the description, so you can click on that, check it out. If you have questions, feel free to hit the chat, let me know. I'm happy to kind of elaborate and dig into those things. But with that being said, I'm gonna get it going. So the first thing we're gonna do here is I'm actually gonna highlight on Amazon the first product I'm going to need, which is going to be my Mead Spiral Notebook. And the reason I need this, you might be wondering, like, Mike, what are you talking about? This is the 21st century, bro. What do you need a notebook for? I'm old school, and what I like to do personally is I like to still write out my workouts, because then, I don't know, there's just something tangible, there's something enjoyable to it for me. So I'm going to be running through, I'm actually going through a new program, a new protocol that, shout out to Coach Chuck from LOF and Core Camp Fit, wrote up. We're running through the test protocols right now. So I'm in week 2 of it. No, this is This is week 3, I guess, technically. And I'm going to just kind of run you guys through what day 1 looks like and go over it. I'm going to write all of it out. I make adjustments, and this is a very important part that I cannot stress enough, is when you are using a workout, the goal is for it to be customized to you, your goals, and your body. When you buy like programs online, most of the time from like especially big influencers, the unfortunate reality is unless they're actually customizing it themselves or have a coach doing it, you're just getting a templated program, which can still be effective, especially if you've never trained before. But as you get more experience, that's where you need to have that customized variable coming into play. So with that being said, I'm going to write out the workout. I also realized I'm just going to type some messages here in the chat and basically just let everybody know we're going to be getting duck race going today. If you guys aren't familiar with the duck race, let me just if you're not familiar with the duck race, basically we're going to be doing a race with ducks. The winner of the race gets to pick between an Amazon gift card or a $1,000 nutrition package. If you want to get in on that, like it says right here at the bottom, just write duck in the chat. I'm actually going to just copy a couple messages in here that'll dig into some more details and just kind of some variables from not only the duck race side of things, but honestly just for questions that tend to either come up in the stream, or if you want to ask questions, if you want to know what you can chat about, like I'll give you some context to it. So dropping that in for us here. And then if you guys even want to work out with me, that's like always one of the things I want to throw out there. You can work out with me. And one of the things I was talking to Gina about, Gina and I are going to do weekly workouts together, but I pretty much am going to do I do 3 workouts a week, total body variations of these 3-day workout protocols. So I figured you guys can kind of join me for them. And if you want, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. Maybe like I'll set up a newsletter that you can subscribe to, and I'll send out the equipment that you need in the workout that we're going to be doing, or the variations that can come into play. But with that being said, let's write out the actual workout here, and then I'm going to get everything kind of set up. We're going to go through the warm-up, all the fun stuff, and hopefully have a good time while doing it, y'all. So you guys let me know also if you have any requests or recommendations or things like that. So for this, I'm pulling up let me just get this organized. We got that in here, bada bang, bada boom. We're getting all good. And I'm going to be obviously working out, so I won't be checking the chat as much as I normally am, but I'm still going to be checking in between every set. So if you guys want to get in on the duck race, you don't see me answer right away, usually on my rest periods, I'll come over, I'll check it out, I'll type your name in. So first thing we got up, and again, also there's 55% off on the Spiral Mead notebooks. Let me click on it and see if there's an inland coupon here. It's always nice when there's an inland coupon. Doesn't look like there is, but still 55% off. That's a great deal. Recommend that highly. So first thing, obviously I'm going to do my warm-up. I like to do 4 minutes on the bike, which I'll highlight next. So we're going to do 4 minutes on the bike. And then I'm going to do 4 minutes just working on my stability on the board. And then because today is a upper body chest and an interior kind of a pressing day, I'm going to be working a little bit more on my rotator cuffs, on the upper body a little bit more from the dynamic stretching. So that'll take a couple minutes. So really it's going to be about 10 minutes from a warm-up side of things between the actual warm-up exercises, movements, and the dynamic stretching. Then we're going to go into the first exercise, which is a floor landmine press. If you guys aren't even sure what I'm talking about for some of these movements, don't worry, I will explain them. And you will be obviously able to see them live as we go through them. We're going to do that for 4 sets of 12. And then that's why I like writing this stuff out. You can use an app, you can use your phone. I just like to write it out. That's why I have, again, the notebook highlighted. I'm also going to have the Bic pen highlighted. And this one also has 21% off. Let's see if there's a coupon code or an in-link coupon for this bad boy. Doesn't look like there is, but there's already a discount on it, so you're still getting a great deal. And that's why I like to have like a plethora of pens always around, like in my car, in my office, throughout the entire house. I also use the notebooks and the pens in my bedroom so that I don't have to have my phone. And in the middle of the night, to make sure I'm sleeping good, I keep a pen and paper next to my bed so I can just write down whatever it is I was thinking about that I would grab my phone for. Definitely a helpful component for me and my sleep hygiene. So like pro tip for you guys. So the next up, we got incline press. We're going to incline dumbbell press, supersetted with incline flies. And we're going to be using the Flybird adjustable bench, which we'll get into. I'm putting this together as a superset. We're going 3 by, what is that? 3 by 10. And then we're going next one. We got decline flies. That one's going to be solo. I'm sorry, decline. Oh, yeah, decline flies. Then this one's going to be 3 by 10. I'm sorry, 3 by 12. Then we're going into another superset, landmine rotation press. That one's a lot of fun, y'all. That one we're going to have a good time on. So you guys make sure you're hanging around for that. Rotation press, and that's where we're going to use the landmine attachment. I'll highlight that as we get to it. And then we're going to superset that with a dumbbell shoulder press variation. I'm going to be doing like a neutral Arnold press variation just because of my shoulders. The protocol itself actually calls for military press, and this is why having a coach customize your program even off of the templates becomes very important, because you can adjust things based on what your body can do and what's going to make the most sense for you. So this one's going to be 3 by 10. And then the last superset is going to be DeFranco press. Shout out to Joe DeFranco, by the way, badass in the industry. And we're going to superset that with some face pulls. We're going to use the Gonex rings. I actually got to add that to my carousel here because we're going to have some fun with the Gonex rings. And that's pretty much it for what the workout's going to look like. Then we're going to go through a cool down, and I'll run you guys through some of the equipment that I like to use for my cool down and what it looks like, because that's an important piece. The warm up and the cool down is kind of, to me, boring, and I don't like it, but I force myself to do it because it's so helpful and impactful. So we got that for the face pulls. Then we're going to go through our cool down static stretch foam. All right, bam, so we got the workout written. I'm going to be keeping my results on this. Now what we're going to do is you guys are going to come on over with me. We're going to use the OBS motion tracking camera, which I'm going to highlight right now just to kind of bring some attention to it. We're going to use and move it, or we're going to use it especially as I'm moving throughout the workouts today. This one's going to be a very helpful product and tool, and it's something that I also recommend not just for content creators in the traditional sense, like influencers and whatnot, but it's actually great for, honestly, anyone that's a coach, or even if you're like a teacher, you give lectures or presentations and you're moving, this can be a great option to kind of help keep that on point and make a better experience for the viewers or whoever's watching it. So I just want to highlight that. Then also we're going to go over, I'm going to set up my Govee LED light bars right now. I'm going to play a little bit of background music. If it gets too loud, you let me know. But honestly, the goal of these types of streams are still going to be educational value, breaking down the products, but I want to more so demonstrate how I like to use all the piece of equipment. And then as you guys have questions, I'll happily elaborate and dig into those things. So that's where even the music kicks in. Let me know if it gets a little too loud. So we got that, boom, set up my music. Ooh, we gonna rock out, y'all. We gonna rock out. So now I'm gonna put on my BFR bands, the blood flow restrictive bands. I'm going to be using mostly my upper body today. We're still going to have some lower body components, so I'm going to highlight that. This has 50% off right now, y'all. So definitely a great deal to take advantage of. And if you haven't used blood flow restrictive types of bands or that type of training, don't do this by yourself. Like, get a coach, get a trainer to do it first with you, and also make sure it's like cleared with your like doctor. Or if you have any kind of health conditions or concerns, like make sure you talk to your doctor about that, or whoever your like primary care physician, whatever you got going on there. Make sure you communicate, because as much as it can be a great tool, it's just one of many tools, and not every single tool is right, depending on what the job is and where you are at. So the thing I like about these bands is it has a number, where it has like a little number and dotting system here. So I know I need to roughly be at around, based on last time I had it, 8.5 to 9. That's what's effective for me. So I'm gonna kind of lock that right in there. And then with these bands, it has a nice little kind of slit that you can slide this into so they're not like flopping all about, which I've definitely messed up in the past. Slide this. And again, you can do this for both arms or legs. That's what's really cool about it, depending on what your goal is and what you're working out. Now, the key to this is when you're doing blood flow restrictive training, like I'm not going for max weight. I'm not going like, the challenge of this is something that you have to factor in with how you're advancing your weights. And that's why when I take my notes, I always write in, oh, I'm using my blood flow restrictive band. So if the numbers, the weight that I'm using looks different from what I would normally do, that's why. So I don't have like a misrepresentation of expectations. And like, oh, I was only able to do like 70% of what I normally do weight-wise. Well, it's because using the blood flow restrictive bands can have an impact on that. And again, if you guys want to get in on the duck race, I'm going to be doing a duck race at the end of the workout. So comment duck if you want to get in on that. And any questions on any of the products, let me know as well. We'll start at the end of the workout. So I'm just typing that in for you guys. Again, the duck race is going to start at the end of the workout. I'm just typing out, or writing down, putting my bands on, and bada bing, bada boom, y'all. So now I'm going to get on the bike. I'm going to highlight the assault bike, which is one I actually have at the gym. This one's the Rogue Echo bike, but they're comparable as far as function. Now, actually, before I can highlight that, I'm going to also highlight the Dorillo Smartwatch. This has 27% off, and I'm going to use this because it'll allow me to track the workout so I can see how many calories I'm burning, as well as being able to monitor my heart rate, get my steps in, all types of very valuable data that I always appreciate to get, and being able to see how hard I'm working during the sets. Now I'm going to highlight the Assault Fitness bike. Again, this is the one we have at the gym. This one's the Rogue Echo bike. But same principle as function. This one has 23% off right now, so it's actually a great deal. And what I'm going to be doing is 10-second sprints or higher pace output, followed by 20 seconds of still moving, but a lower intensity. And the goal of this is, again, move the heart rate, stimulus, bringing up my core body temperature. So that's the point of the warm-up itself, as it says it right there in the name. We literally want to warm our body. We want to warm the muscles with blood, so we get more blood flow. They'll actually be less likely to be injured. We get more elasticity out of the tissue. And it's a super effective way to get warmed up, especially for total body training, in my opinion, because I have to use, as you can tell, both my upper and my lower body. Also, you probably have seen, if you ever watch UFC or Bellator, One Fight Championships or Glory, any major fight promotion, they use these quite a bit. This is pretty much industry standard. And the reason it's such a standard is because of the benefit and the impact it'll have. Next one's coming up. Next one coming up. Here we go. Get it, y'all. Another sprint. Now what I'm doing is I'm doing 2 minutes forward, and then I'm actually going to reverse the direction now. I'm going to go 2 minutes backwards. So we'll be able to actually have a little bit of a bouncer, which I think, honestly, from my experience, what I've seen, most people don't actually do that. So pro tip, go forwards as well as backwards. Just a fun tip. All right, we got work time again. Woo! Here we go. Let's see how this one. See if we got any questions. I'm just going to double check the chat. Doesn't look like we have any questions there, so we'll keep it moving right along. Here in another minute. We got a minute and a half left for this. And again, if you guys want to hit the chat, feel free to. If you're watching on any other platform besides Amazon, I put the link to the Amazon stream in the chat or in the description, so you can hop on over there. Excuse me. So what I can do is I'm actually going to look at my Dorillo Smartwatch, look at my heart rate and how hard I'm working, and see how quickly I can recover. My goal is to get to about 80 to 90% of my max heart rate during this warm-up, so I'm pretty much right there. Got another round, one more sprint. Picking that temperature up, or picking up that pace. We go last 20 seconds. I'm breathing, grab a little sip, and I'm going to get on the stability board. I'm going to highlight that next. And get on our Urban Fit wooden balance board. Now, what I tried to do, y'all, is I even tried to highlight all the products that I have and I'm using today that have deals on them as well. Not all the products I'm using today have deals on Amazon, but a pretty significant amount actually do. So I tried to make sure I highlighted those for us as well. So make sure you're not only looking at the discount and the deals, but also make sure you're clicking on the in-link coupon, because that will have an additional discount most of the time. Or at least, I shouldn't even say most of the time there's an in-link coupon, but if you don't check, you don't know. They don't actually tell you unless you click on it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a 4-minute timer, and now we're going to work on our stability and our balance for those 4 minutes. And there's also a good opportunity for me to basically just kind of catch my breath a little bit, let my heart rate down regulate. And over time, hopefully you guys might notice that my balance and stability is getting better. So that's the cool thing. I'm going to stream to you guys every week. And I'm going to be doing this program for 12 weeks, different variations of it. So you're going to see a lot of my progress, not only in the weight that I'm using, but in how my body moves. So even the stability here, I can already feel more stable and more controlled just standing right here, where in the past, I would have had touchdown a lot more and a lot sooner. So that in and of itself is a really cool comparison. Here we go. Like, see, I had a touchdown right there really quick. All right, let me make sure I just realized I have one more thing, my bands that I got to get in, because after this, I'm going to be doing my band pull aparts and then some dynamic stretching. So I want to make sure that I highlight that and have those bands here, because they are clutch tools. Even though they don't have deals going on right now, there's not that same discount, they are absolutely clutch as far as, especially using resistance bands like traveling, or not having a lot of, a high budget, or even not a lot of space, bands can be a great option. And then I also have some other really cool, like, cool-down stuff we'll get into. I have my Fit Index scale, a smart scale that I absolutely love. I recommend to clients I can talk about later. We got so many cool things. While I'm also over here, and you're going to see me on these mats pretty much all workout, I wanted to highlight, these are Balance from exercise mats. Now, there's 2 different styles that I got from Balance from. It's just different texture, but I got both styles. They're 1 inch thick. I personally went with 1 inch thick because I have my fighters come over, and I personally train in here, martial arts. So for grappling or doing Muay Thai, bouncing on the hard floor, not ideal. Grappling on the hard floor, not ideal. Even lifting, honestly, I like having the lift. Just protects the concrete underneath. And you can get like horse stall mats and other types of mats. But to me, for the cost and the function, it made a lot of sense. Plus, these particular mats are 42% off right now. I'm also going to highlight another style of balance from that have an even bigger discount, 53% off, and the price per package is significantly lower. So if you don't need as much surface area covered, this can be a great option for you because it broke them up into a smaller surface area space. Plus, you get that 53% off, which is really nice. Get that balance going, y'all. And again, if you guys don't follow or you haven't followed already, please feel free to follow. It helps out tremendously. And you'll be able to see when I'm streaming. You'll be able to get notified. You can set different notifications, which is a cool feature. And when you follow, I'll automatically enter you into a duck race. Now, you don't need to be a follower to be in the duck race. But one of the things I'm doing is I'm just going to start to automatically enter you in the duck race if you follow. The catch or the caveat is you actually have to be here when the duck race is going down. Otherwise, because we do a roll call to make sure everyone's still here. So just make sure that you are, if you follow or you comment, duck in the chat, make sure you come back for the actual duck race. Otherwise, you won't be able to get your prize. That's the key part. All right, let's check our time here. We should be at about like 1 minute, not even, we got like 20 seconds here. So then I'm going to get into the first exercise, which is a floor landmine press, which is a lot of fun. Actually, I still got to get my stretch on. See, I want to rush ahead. I want to always go through this, and I'm not always a huge fan of the warm-up, but even just using the Urban Fit board makes the warm-up a little bit more tolerable. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the resistance bands. Where's my orange set? So we have a wide variety of different options here. And one of the cool things I've noticed, at least for me, is my daughters tend to really like playing with the bands. I'm not sure if it's the colors. Ooh, I almost spilled that coffee, y'all. I don't know if you saw that. Got my balance skills going. But, let's pull that out over here. I'm going to highlight our pull-up assist bands, which, again, you don't have to even use these bands just for pull-ups. The ones I've highlighted right now, as you're going to be able to see, I use for just regular types of posterior chain activation, shoulder activation. So I'm going to be doing 25 reps of everything. So I'm actually going to get my clicker because when I talk, it's hard to count as well. And then I'll also get into, I've got my Yeti tumbler in the carousel as well that you'll see me sipping on throughout this. So we're going to go 25 reps. I'm going to do front raises first, then I'm going to go side raises. Then I'm going to do 2 variations of band pull-aparts. Now, I like to do this pretty much every workout because my arms, shoulders, and posterior chain have been a really important focus for me, both as a goal from developing their strength and performance, as well as just being able to overcome and deal with injuries. I've had a lot of back and neck injuries throughout my fight career, and even though I'm retired now, I still do jiu-jitsu, I still coach Muay Thai and striking, so like they'll flare up, and then obviously I'm working out pretty much every day between doing jiu-jitsu, coaching Muay Thai, or doing my lifts. So I always like to make sure that I'm taking care. Call it like a prehab-based thing, or focus is, and the way I think of that term is preventing rehabilitation. So if I'm not injured, I don't have to go to rehab. So if I can prevent that, prehab, preventing rehabilitation. By focusing on those areas that I may either be weak or I know that I'm going to need, and then working that into my warm-ups and my actual workouts themselves. And that's, again, why I think it's so important when you are going through a workout program, especially as you've gone through your first year. In the first year, if you've never trained before, honestly, you can do everything wrong and still see results just because it's new to your body. The downside to that, and that doesn't mean just go do anything, is you can actually injure yourself. You can have like potential consequences to that. But that's where a lot of people will see results. They're like, oh, this must be like a good program. No, it's new for your body. So you're going to see results almost no matter what you do, which I think is an important piece. All right, so now we're going to go side raises. Again, we got 25 reps. It's all about the muscular endurance. So this is where, like, I don't know if you guys have seen this article on The Rock recently. There's an article or a video about how he has like a giant water bottle that he has to pee in. He doesn't have to, but he pees into when he's working out because there's no bathroom in his Iron Paradise gym that he built for himself. And honestly, I'm like 10 minutes into the workout, and I already have to go to the bathroom just because I drank my coffee beforehand, and I'm drinking a bunch of water. So I'm realizing, like, oh man, I'm gonna have to take a couple like bathroom breaks as we go through this. So don't mind me also do that. Rock, good on you, man, for finding a workaround where you don't get distracted and have to leave the gym to go to the bathroom. Now, if I wasn't live streaming, I might even do the same thing. But because I'm live streaming, obviously, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We got 15 more reps here, y'all. I'm gonna do my band pull aparts, and then I'm gonna get a quick bathroom break in. We'll go through our dynamic stretching, and then I'll get into the landmine floor press. Got all the fun going down here. Got last 4. 3, 2, 1, and bam. All right. So now I'm gonna do my band pull aparts. Grab a little sippy sip here. Oh, it's my jam. So we're gonna fast forward, get another song rocking out. Woo! All right. So again, for this one, I'm going with a prone position grip. So palms facing down and away. I'm going to place my shoulders at roughly like a 45-degree angle. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not just pull it into my chest. Once I hit my chest, I'm gonna still pinch my shoulder blades back to get a little bit more, not only scapular activation, but my rhomboids and the muscles in the surrounding area. Not just like actually just kind of like trying to do as many reps as possible. I'm purposely, consciously activating up those muscles. I'm telling my brain, hey, these muscles are working. I'm thinking about the pathways right now, thinking about the muscles I need to use. And that's again why I'm such a huge fan of, you don't have to work with a coach your whole life, but everyone, in my opinion, should at least have one or like a series of sessions with a coach to properly know how to work out and use your body and warm up, structural workout, cool down. And the cool thing now with technology is you don't even need to go into the gym anymore. You can do this virtually. That's like what we do here at LOF and what a pretty predominant focus is. So you guys can actually even follow along at home and go through these workouts, ask questions in the chat. And that's something that I'm happy to do more of if you guys want to see more of those types of these streams of workouts and whatnot. All right, so we got 25. I'm gonna give it a second. I'm also going to highlight my Yeti container here. This one has 17% off. I have the 30 ounce. I like to go with the 30 ounce firstly, just because it holds more water, and being able to not have to take as many breaks during my workout to refill water, do whatever, is a massive plus. And I don't know about you guys, but I like to kind of get into a flow and stay there. Now, it can be intimidating to drink a lot of water, a gallon of water, 30 ounces. So if you want to get a smaller container, that's totally fine too. I have a lot of clients that start with like 8-ounce cups and work their way up to bigger containers, even going to 64 ounces or gallon containers. But this is what has been helpful for me. Who's around by my house getting all bright and stuff? You guys see that? All right, so we got 25 again. Now I'm going with my supinated grip, palms up, hinging my shoulders back. Again, I'll just stop at my chest. I go past my chest and pull them back. That's an important piece. Again, if you guys have questions, let me know in the chat. I'm not looking at the chat as much on any of the other platforms, like on Facebook or YouTube or Twitch. So if you guys are asking there, unfortunately, I don't see that chat. At least I haven't figured that out yet. I just switched over from Restream to StreamYard. So I'm getting used to the difference here. One more rep. All right, bam. So we got the bands done, y'all. Now I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. We're gonna do a little bathroom break. In the meantime, I'm going to just kind of set up the camera over here. BRB, bathroom break. And then we're gonna get into our dynamic stretching and then get right into the rest of the workout. I will be back, y'all. You hang out here. All right, y'all, we're back. So hopefully that's not going to be too much of a recurring theme. So now, let me actually just turn on the tracking mechanism here again because that got turned off. I turned off the auto lock. Hold on, come back over here, y'all. Come on over here. There we go. There we go. Now we're tracking. All right. Let me just check comments, see if we got any things. So, all right, I'm not missing anything on that. So I finally just checked the comments over there. So now what I have highlighted here, even though I moved too fast, y'all, that's the downside. I have to actually update the software for my OBS. If you move too quickly, it'll lose tracking on you, especially if you have, like, I have murals on the wall, as you might be able to tell, that are murals of me. So if I move too quickly, it'll get stuck on the mural on the wall, which I think is fun. So because I'm using my upper body predominantly, I'm going to keep the focus of dynamic stretching on upper body, so I'm just going to do big arm swings. And what I'll do is I'll highlight the OBS bot so you guys can see it. And then we're going to get into the Landmine floor press. I'll get the Cap Barbell that I have on the carousel. I'll highlight some of the different options there and dig into some of those details. So this is where, like, again, I'm like almost 20 minutes into the workout. And I'm still going through what I would consider the warm-up and priming phase of the workout. I'm not even into the meat and potatoes yet. So this is where, like, it all is relative. Like, I could do a faster version of this, but I'm going to be probably doing like an hour 15 or maybe even an hour and a half workout between my warm-up, my cool down, the entire process, plus doing the, like, we'll do a duck race here in a little bit. But you guys, there's ways to do 20-minute version workouts. I used to be a coach at F45, and I've seen that style. I've done all different types of coaching, and you can be efficient with almost any amount of time you have to work out. I'm just not in a rush per se, so I have a little bit more freedom there. So I'm gonna do the last one. Go palms together. I'm basically pinching my elbows back and opening up my chest while trying to bring my palms together behind my back. Again, this is not only great for my chest and my pec muscles, but also for my thoracic spine, the vertebrae, your spine in around your rib area. So from like ribs up to almost the neck region, that's our thoracic spine, the vertebrae around there. And we want to be able to prime as much of the body for the exercise that we need to. Just a fun side note. All right, there we go. So now we're pretty much ready to rock. I'm going to open up this space. Now we're going to get into a landmine press. So I'm going to highlight when I say landmine press, there's a wide variety of options we can use for a landmine. I'm going to highlight one that I'm using, and I like it because this one attaches onto a squat rack, but you can technically just anchor it to a corner of your room and use it similarly with that. There's also different types of style of landmine attachments that you don't even need to attach to a squat rack. You could literally just put it into a stack of plates and be able to do it that way. So with that being said, I'm actually going to grab the Cap Barbell as well, and I'm going to highlight that here in the screen in a bit. I wanted to highlight, I have a 5-foot version, I have a 7-foot one, I have 2 different 7-foot ones because I wanted to share with you guys a discount option that has a nice 20, I think it's 21 or 20% off right now, which is a great discount, especially for anything like weight related. That cost can really start to add up over time. So that's a big one I wanted to share with you guys. So we got, I'm gonna mark all these down. The last time I did 35, so we're gonna go up to a 45 now. Just gonna progressively add weight to it. Take this bag off. Go. And then I'm also going to be using an attachment called the Grip Pedo, which I don't even have here on Amazon, but it's a very, very cool attachment that makes the grip a little bit thicker and more challenging. So we can actually integrate more neurological and muscular activation. So we get more muscle fibers firing up because we got more neurological stimulus, where the brain has to fire up a little bit more so we get more muscles because of that. So now we kind of have the setup. I'm going for 12 reps on each side. I'm going to highlight the balance from plates that I have here because they're 54% off right now, which is a great deal. So we're going to go for 12 reps, and then we'll take a minute break. All right? Let's get it, y'all. So now we're what? We're officially like 20 minutes into the workout, so to speak, and this is where the real work starts. Trying to find that sweet spot. One more. There we go. Just gonna set up my grip here. There it is. Eight. And all right, so we got our 12. Now we're gonna take a minute rest. That's why I also like the smartwatch, because I can just have my timer for 1 minute. And then we'll get right back to it. So I'm gonna just check the chat here. I'll go over to the TV, my monitor, see what we got going on. So again, I highlighted the plates that we're using, but I'll highlight the barbells that we have. So I'm actually using this barbell I'm gonna highlight right now. It's a little bit of a higher price point, so it may not be what you're looking for, and that may not be the best fit for you, and that's totally fine. So I wanted to also include a discounted Cap Barbell. This one actually has 21% off right now. They're both 7 feet. Now, the reason that the length of it becomes important is, A, the weight. So the longer the bar, usually the weight will be able to be at 45 pounds. But even on the shorter bars, they're going to slightly move different. They might flex different. There's different rigidity and variables at play. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it may not be honestly something to worry about at this stage of the game. You may not be at that part of your fitness journey where you even have to worry about, do I want a 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot bar? Do I want to have a Duffalo bar or a trap bar or a straight bar? All you might be worrying about is, I just want to move more and get some results. That's totally fine. All right, so it's time for round number 2, y'all. Let's get it. We're going to keep that 45 pounds. So again, just making progress on a week-to-week basis for the most part is what this is all about. And that's why I like being able to write down the workout so I can see, hey, where was I at last week? Or however you want to track your workout. You can even do it on an app. We have our own app that we use. So if you guys want to see the Life of a Fighter app that we use, feel free to comment in the chat. And I can get you guys hooked up as well, especially if you do the duck race. We'll send you a 7-day access pass to it. 8, 9, 2 more. Here we go. Here. All right. All right, what's everybody doing, by the way, for the holidays? Are you off this week? Are you working? What's going down? I want to hear from you guys. 6, 8, 9. There we go. So now we got 2 down. Again, I marked that off. So that's also an important part to why I like to write down with the workouts, is if you're just thinking it off the top of your head, you might lose track. Wait, how many sets was that? What am I on? So I'm going to highlight 2 here, guys. I didn't highlight the 5 foot one yet. So I have the 5 foot Cap Barbell you can use. This one also has a discount. This one has 36%. So this is actually a great deal right now. But just again, make sure the weight and the dimensions or what you're looking for makes sense for you. And if you don't know, always ask. Feel free to hit me in the chat. Or if you're working with a coach or anything like that, questions are always an important piece. I'm going to highlight, again, the Yeti container. I need to grab me a sip. All right. So we got round 3 coming up. And again, this is like, oh, what's going on, Jimmy? Hey, hey. I see you, homie. How you doing today? How's it going? Thanks for dropping by saying hey. Thanks for joining me in on the workout. Appreciate that. All right, so we got about another 20 seconds. And we're gonna get back to, I wanna highlight, because dude, this is, the balance from everyday plates, this is such a crazy deal, 54% off. Like, I can't emphasize or stress it enough. If you're in the market for plates, take advantage of this. The key that it comes down with pretty much anything with weights is the delivery cost as well, not just the actual item itself. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Make sure that fits your budget here. Well, let's get the right, gotta get the right tune on here next, y'all. Okay, there we go. Here we go, we got some Nas. Also, I wonder, let me know, guys, if you have like a particular playlist for your workouts. Do you have anything that you particularly like to listen to, even if it's not a playlist, a certain genre? I always love to hear that insight. Let's pass this over. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Yes. 8. Come on, we got 2 more. Let's go. You know what I was also thinking, guys? Just think about this now. Because I use a streaming platform, you could actually join me live. So I can have up to, I think, 9 other people. We got 10 people total, I think, on this particular platform to join us for the workouts. So if me and Gino work out, we have 8 people live on a stream to join us. So if you guys want to actually like do the workout with us and join live, we can do that. I'm thinking about getting other influencers and fitness peeps on that. Or if you just want to do the workout at home, like Jimmy, if you want to get your workout on, or anybody else watching at home, get your workout on. Also, let me know if you want to get in on the duck race. Comment duck in the chat. Speaking of chat, I got about 30 seconds here. Let's see what's going down on the chat on any of the other platforms that we have here. All right, there we go. Come on down, y'all. We still got about another 10 seconds. Now we're getting our Landmine Press on. There's our timer. So that's 3 rounds down. We're getting to round number 4 here. Let me grab a quick sip. Get into the last round. Let's go to work. All right. Again, we got 12 reps, y'all. 4 set, 12 reps. Man, Chuck, you love that volume. Chuck is the actual coach that wrote this program. And I gotta say, Chuck, great job on the volume here, man, even though it sucks. I'm loving it. So I'm gonna do a different variation here. I'm actually gonna have my legs straight instead of being able to have them bent and driving for my legs for power, which may not be the best depending on what your purpose and your goal is. Mine is actually, I'm doing all this not only to get leaner body composition, but also for jiu-jitsu performance. And sometimes we might find ourselves in this situation. Hopefully not. This would be really bad, but this is where those bands are kicking in, man. Hey, I can feel that blood flow. Yeah, I gotta bring my legs up here with that drive. All right, so this is where I'm also gonna make an adjustment. I'm going for 10 instead of 12 because like I could feel my arms are about to pop on that one, or the blood flow of it's so intense. I gotta dial it back just a little bit. All right, so we got 4 set down. Bam. So now we're going to incline press and incline flies. We're going to be using the Flybird bench for it. Got you in, Jimmy. Got you in for that duck race. I see you, sir. So I'm gonna set up the flybird bench. Jimmy, I'm gonna jot your name down. Then we will get into the next sequence of movements. All right, I got you in, Jimmy. We got you. Got you rocking. So we're gonna take another 30 seconds or so. I'm gonna set up my flybird, adjustable bench, and then we'll get into the dumbbells as well, because I have the adjustable dumbbells here. Where is my bench? There we go. And again, the flybird bench, this has 33% off right now. So it's also a great time. If you're in the market for a bench, this discount's a great time to get it. All right. So we're gonna go for, we got what? We got 10. So you're going to start with 55s. And then we're gonna work our way down from there. There we go, there's our timer. So once we can get the adjustable dumbbells, I will highlight that for us as well on the next set. But for now, let's get those 55s rocking. Right, so yeah, I'm taking my notes. That's why, again, get yourself that notebook, y'all, so you can take those notes. That's a key component to being able to progress your workouts, is being able to see if you're making progress, if you're going up in weight, down in weight, back in weight, because if you're doing your workouts and you're not actually increasing either the weight you're using or the reps or sets, something might be off. Might be time for a change to make an adjustment in your program. All right, let's get it. Hey, 2 more. Let's go. All right, so now we're going to immediately do a superset. That means we're going to swap the weight out. Yeah, that's what I like about these flybird adjustable dumbbells. I can easily drop the weight, swap it, and then get right back into my next movement, which is a clutch feature. So now we got dumbbell flies, y'all. Yeah, we're going for 10. So for this superset, there's no rest in between the exercises. And then I rest at the end. Let's get it, go. Come on. 7, 8, 2 more. Woo. 1 more. I got 10. And so now we're gonna take a minute. I'm just gonna take my hat off, get a little sweaty over here, y'all. I'm gonna highlight the adjustable dumbbells. Get into round number 2. Get this bad boy down. And again, these blood flow restrictive bands, man, whew, they add up, dude. I can definitely feel it. So we go for another round, round 2, 55 pounds. And then I think I'm gonna keep the 33 pounds. That was like a nice challenge. But on the last 2 reps, I felt like I was struggling, or it was a little bit more of a challenge, but not so much where I feel like I'm gonna drop it on my face. So I don't have, obviously, a workout partner here, so I don't have a spotter. So that's always the thing I recommend. If you're working out with a spotter, you can work harder on the weights or push harder. But if you don't have a spotter, be smart. Especially with the adjustable dumbbells. Like, you could technically drop these, but they're not meant to be dropped. Meaning, over time, eventually they can break. And you don't want to spend all this money on your equipment and then potentially break it. So make sure you're taking care of it, is my point there. Let's go into round number 2, y'all. Again, going for, really it's 8 to 10, but we got 10. Hold on. Move too fast. There we go. I was moving a little too fast. I lost the camera. But the cool thing is, again, it also has an omnidirectional microphone, so it'll pick up on the audio input as well. Go time, y'all. Let's get round 2. And there's the 8. Woo! That one I'm pulling out on 8. Being a little bit cautious there. Man. And also I'm just trying to progressively add the weight to it. All right, so now we got our flies. Oh, there we go. There's another 8. Yeah, definitely dropping it a little bit. All right, so we got our minute. And we'll go on round number 3, y'all. Going back to our adjustable bench. 8, check. Woo! Getting sweaty up in here, y'all. That's what we want, though, right? That's why we're working. You gotta remember, at the end of the workout, I'm gonna be doing a duck race. So comment duck if you want to get in on that. We're doing a $1 Amazon gift card or a $1,000 nutrition package with yours truly. I got you guys. Also gonna turn the heat off. I feel like we don't need that right now. Round number 3. Let's just text. All right, go time, y'all. We gotta get just a different song on. There it is. Okay, we got that New York state of mind, y'all. All right, 3rd round. Let's get it. 55 to 33. Getting that work in, y'all. Woo! And again, these bands, man. I have the bands in the carousel as well. The blood flow restrictive bands, or the PFR bands for short. You know, 50% off right now. We're definitely adding another layer and a variable to it. All right, let's get it. Last 2. Come on. One more. Come on, go. Boom. And the finish. It's all about that finish, everybody. Got to get that finish. So now we got 33. There we go. Two more. Oh yeah. Bam, y'all. All right, so we're gonna take a minute. Then we're gonna go to decline flies. Then we got the chunk and the meat of the potatoes for our shoulders here as well. So that's again why I like the adjustable bench. And I picked this one even over. I also, if you guys notice, I have the flat bench here in the back. I do have the Flybird flat bench and I use it. But I always go to the adjustable bench first. Unless I need to have a superset where I need to have two benches ready to go right away, then I'll have that backup one. But the adjustable one is just so clutch because you can go incline, decline. You have the variation between it. It also has the flat bench option. So you really get everything that you need in one shot, which I'm very much about being efficient, not only with my money, but also with the space, right? The more benches you have, this takes the place of 3 benches with one. So just from a space efficiency, it comes in handy. All right, hold on. Let me turn my timer off. And again, guys, feel free to hit that chat. I'm checking it in between, holding it down for you guys. I'm going to highlight the blood flow restrictive bands again because, man, these things are kicking my butt. And I actually got the Pro bands highlighted right now. They also have 44% off. But I want to highlight my regular set because they're 50% off right now. Get an even better deal on them. So again, we got 8 to 10 on our decline flies. And I have, again, the blood flow restrictive bands on. That's where, like, my dumbbells now stop at 55 pounds, but when I use the blood flow restrictive bands, I don't even need more than 55 pounds for pretty much any exercise I'm doing because I work those in now. And it can be a really great option specifically for that. All right, let's get our decline on, y'all. Man, we got our 10. We're gonna take a minute. Oh, what's going on, Mike? I see you, homie. I got you in for the duck race. So I'm just gonna finish up my workout, Mike. Then we're gonna get our duck race on. I'm about halfway home on the workout itself, just so you know. And then we'll get our duck race on. I'm gonna add you to the list, though, dude. Don't worry, Mike. I got you. And again, if you guys want to get in on that duck race, just comment duck. If you're watching on any one of the other streaming platforms I'm on besides Amazon, hop on over to Amazon. You can not only get in on the duck race by doing that, but you can actually see all the awesome products in more detail because I'm demonstrating them here, but also when I highlight them on Amazon, you can see the price, you can see the discounts, all that good stuff. And Mike, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have your email because I think I sent you access. You got a 7-day pass to it. But again, Mike, remember, you got to be here for the duck race when it's going down if you do win. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, I have your email. And Mike, let me know in the chat. Did you ever get, I sent you a 7-day access to the Fitness and Nutrition Vault. I received it. Awesome. Cool. How's that working out for you? How do you like it? Did you get to use it all? Do you have any feedback, any thoughts, any requests, anything like that? I'm always open to hearing any feedback or insights. I want to make it as user-friendly as possible. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Sweet. I'm glad to hear that you enjoy it. All right, y'all. So I'm also just showing the Yeti tumbler, getting my hydration on. Let's go for round number 2, y'all. Round 2. Fight. Getting my adjustable bench on. Again, we got 30. What is that? I'm sorry, maybe it's 33% off. If I win, can you send it to my email? Yeah, we can totally send it to your email. Here's the catch, though, Mike. You got to be here for the race. Because if you're not here for the roll call, we're not going to enter you into the race since I'm on my school computer. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I can totally send it to your email. Just make sure you hang around for the race to make sure you can be in on it. All right, let's get round number 2. Got our decline on it. Bam, there we go, 10. Yeah, that's the equation. Originally, Gina was going to join, but when I say originally, I mean normally she does join, but I actually kind of did this one last minute, so she's taking care of business at the house. Yeah, baby, feel the burn. Oh, yeah, Mike, you see it. All right, so we're going to set a timer. We got 1 minute. 2 rounds down, 1 more round to go. Then we got shoulders, and then fini. Then we just cool down, stretch, and we'll get our duck race on. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Also, I'm going to highlight the other balance from puzzle piece mats that I'm walking on right now. They have a great discount. They got 42% off, so definitely a good time to take advantage of it. Mike, the race is going to be at the end of the workout. So I've got I would say I've probably got maybe 15 more minutes, 10 to 15 minutes left of the workout, and then we're going to get our duck race on. So here's round number 3. Ready? I'm going to show you guys. This is my workout right now. I've got 1 more set of decline flies. We've got this superset, then we're going to cool down, stretch, and foam roll. We're done. My school blocked me from seeing my personal email. I get that, especially if you're on like a school computer. They're probably wanting you to do like schoolwork and whatnot. Speaking of which, what class are you in right now that you can be on your computer? Are you not at school, you're at home? I imagine maybe you're on like vacation because of the holidays, but you just still maybe have your school computer. Who knows that? I don't know. All right, ready, last time. Bam, there's our 10. All right, so we're going to swap these weights out. Now we're going to get into our rotation landmine press. You got that down. Let's see. Oh, I'm at home. I'm virtual. Ooh, that virtual school life. I see you. Hold on. I don't even know how to type. So wait, Mike, do you have classes this weekend or are you completely off? All right, now we're going to get our landmine again, and I'm going to highlight some of the pieces of equipment we're going to need for this bad boy. I'm going to move this over here just because for the rotational component. Not going to want that. We'll take the torpedo off. I'm going to swap our 45, swap it out 25. 25 on here. Get some speed, get some power. There we go. And I'm also going to highlight the bumper plates as well, because we got a great deal on these right now, y'all. All pounds. Looks like we've got our rest period, so now we got, let's see, how many reps do I have on this bad boy? We got 10 reps on this puppy. Let's get 10, y'all. Again, lift and press. Ooh. Let me make a little bit of space here. Yeah, that's better. So we got lifting, turn, press. This is great not only for athletes, fighters, but this is great for just like metabolic purposes. You can get your heart rate up, engage multiple muscle groups. Just be a very efficient exercise. Working multiple planes of movement. So let's switch. Get 10 on the opposite side, y'all. We got that one. Now we're going to do, we got 10 with our military press variation. So I'm actually going to be going to kind of an Arnold press variation. I'm going to have a neutral grip. And then, or finish with a neutral grip. 2, 3. There we go. That's superset number 1. You got a minute rest. Do it again. Baby calls the big balls. Big balls. You see, man, this is a great time. So actually, I gotta give a shout out. Shout out to World Combat Club. We had 3 fighters fighting this weekend. Christian Williams, Phil Kratz, Deuce Carter. Christian and Phil didn't get the results we wanted. Unfortunately, they lost. But entertaining fights, learned a lot from it. And then shout out to Deuce Carter. He won his second belt in 2 weeks. He's got the 135-pound title, 125-pound title now. So you got that champ status. But he's an amateur, so we'll worry when we get to the pros, and that's really when it'll start to kick off. All right, so now I'm actually just going to highlight. I'm going to go back to the Cap Barbells here. We got a 21% off for our 7-set Echo Bar. Clutch tool, clutch piece of equipment. All right, so now we're going to get our presses on again. And we got one more superset after this, y'all. One more grouping of exercises. And again, guys, if you want to get on that duck race is about to go down. Once I'm done with my workout, we'll get our duck race on. Now, one more superset after this. Whew. Ooh, good song here, y'all. Good song. This song to me is a good embodiment of the fight game, the fight business. It's the love-hate thing. It's the highest of highs, lowest of lows. Man, again, these blood flow restrictive bands add a nice challenging layer to the workout. Opposite side. Woo! We're working, y'all. We're working for sure. Last time. So we got 1 minute. One more group of exercise, y'all. Time to put these weights away too. You always put your weights away, y'all. Don't be that person in the gym that doesn't put your weights away. You can pick it up, you can put it on the bar, you set it up, you can put it away. And if not, there's a problem. All right, so now we're gonna highlight the Go Next rings. We have our Go Next gymnastic rings. Cool thing about these bad boys is not only does it have the rings, but also we have the ankle loop, which I have on right now. I have the rings right here. We're gonna go 12 reps. Got face pulls. Two more. And here we go. 2 more sets, y'all, then it's duck race time. So roll call it. Start to let me know if you're here. We're gonna get our static stretch on. We'll go into some recovery stuff that I have. Like we have the Vibrating foam roller by Next Roller and Next Rhino. We have the Urban Fit Pilates ball, which we can use similar to a foam roller. We have the Vibe massage gun. That's great for recovery as well as warming up. All right. Round 2, let's get it. Hold on, you gotta change up the song. There we go. There we go. 12 reps, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Bam! Done. Got one more round. So let's get the roll call. So comment that you're here. Jimmy, I know you want to get in on the duck race. Mike, I know you want to get on the duck race. Let me know that you're here. If you guys want to get in on the duck race, comment duck. Now's the time. I got one more set, and I'm going to cool down and do the duck race. So I want to make sure I get you guys going. All right. Last set. Last set, y'all. And it's duck race time. Nobody's here. We won't get our duck race on. Let's go straight into the cool down. And the thing I like about the Gonex rings and the handles is notice, if I want it to be harder, I can walk my feet in. If I want it to be easier, I walk my feet out. It's very easy to adjust. And you can anchor it. You don't even need a squat rack. You can anchor it to your door, fence, like whatever. It's just sturdy post. But it has the anchor point you can wedge between the door, which becomes clutch. All right, so let's take these blood flow restrictive bands off. I'm going to highlight our cool down equipment. Whew. Yeah. Feel that blood flow, y'all. All right, so now let's get our recovery on. Looks like nobody's down for the duck race. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my cool down. And then if we still have anyone who wants to do the duck race, we'll get into the duck race. But for right now, I'm going to get my next Rhino foam roller. We're going to roll out the body. Then I'm going to finish with the Vibe massage gun. So I'm going to set up my timer here. Turn this out as an hour workout, burn about 450 calories. Got my heart rate on average up to about 120, 130. Peaked at, is that 170? So overall, like again, just helpful for the data collection side of things. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a 1 minute timer, and I'm going to use that timer on my phone to just statically hold the position on the foam roller and slowly work up my posterior chain. And then we'll also use the Vibe massage gun to hit my pecs, my shoulders that we're also working. Oh, Mike's ready. I see you, Mike. All right, we need at least one more. So we need at least one more person to race. We need at least 2 people in on the duck race. So Mike, if you want to share this with somebody, or if anyone else wants to get in, Jimmy, if you're here, if anyone else in the chat wants to get in on the duck race, just comment duck and we'll get it going. Yeah, we got our either $1 Amazon gift card on the line or the $1,000 nutrition package on the line. Either way, it's a win. It's free stuff. You gotta, again, make sure you're using it. I can give you the tools. You gotta make sure you use the tools and apply them. All right. Slowly working up the posterior chain here. Getting into, the scapula, my rhomboids. Again, I'll give it to the end of my cool down to see if anyone else wants to get in on the duck race. And Mike, make sure you're hanging around to see if anyone else jumps in, because all we need is one more person, and we'll get our duck race on. And again, the cool thing I like about the vibrating foam roller, I actually don't even have it on the vibrating mode right now, but you can actually have 3 settings of vibration. So you can vibrate or turn it on to vibrate to get even more stimulus for not only the brain, but for the muscle, increased blood flow, a bunch of really awesome components to it that become really, really valuable. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn this thing vertically, get even more. Oh, there we go. Get even more into the scapula. Oh, that's it. Just open up that chest, get a nice pec opener, while simultaneously hitting the scapula, the rhomboids, the muscles around my shoulder blades. Again, foam rolling is such a clutch tool and activity to use, both before or after exercise, as well as on its own. It can be a great active recovery day focus. So I'm busy. Thanks for the follow. I see you. Loki's in for the duck race. I see you, Loki. All right, we got ourselves a duck race. Busy, you down for the duck race? Busy's in for a duck race. I see you. All right, so let's get ourselves going here. Don't mind my motion tracking camera getting lost. And damn, we got ourselves ready. Don't mind me as I'm all sweaty here too, y'all. All right, let's go. So we got Busy in, we got Loki in, we got Mike in. Let me type this up. Jimmy, it doesn't look like you're here, so I'm gonna take you out. So we got Mike, We got Loki. We got Busy. I'm going to screen share really quick, y'all. Get our screen share on. So it's going to be race time. So I'm going to actually, while we're racing, I'm actually going to be highlighting the Vibe massage gun. This bad boy is actually going to be the sponsor of this race because A, it's a great tool, and B, I'm currently going to use it. I just realized I left it in my bag because I had it for my fighters this week. But with that being said, let's get our race on. Ooh, looks like Mike's ready. You guys ready? Oh, we got some dope outfits. Let's check the cool outfits here. There we go. Let me know that you guys can see. And we racing, y'all. Cheer those ducks on. And again, I'm going to just copy and paste the information for the duck race as far as how you can actually get your prize, as well as like all you guys participating, how you can get your 7-day pass if you haven't gotten it already. Type that in the chat here. Yeah, Busy. I see you cheering on them duckies. We got them. We got them. Go, duckies, go. Go, duckies, go. Oh, snap. Who's going to pull it out? So this is the interesting part. We got, let's see what, 7 seconds left. So this is where they make the final break. This is where the sprint comes out. Is it going to be Busy? Is it going to be Mike? Oh, it's Mike. Congrats, Mike. All right. Well, let me make sure. Stop our screen share. All right, so you guys know the deal. Mike, I've already got your email. Just let me know. Did we ever send you, did we hook you up? Do you want the Amazon gift card or do you want the nutrition package? You just let me know. I'll get everything kind of set up for it. Let me pull up my tab here. I'll get you rocking, homie. Put it over here. So yeah, Mike, just let us know. Gift card or nutrition package. So I'm just asking you in the chat here. Also, Mike, if you're not here to redeem it, even though I literally just saw you in the chat like a minute ago. So let me know what you want. Otherwise, we're gonna pass it on over. We might have to run that race again. Also, just a fun fact, for the Vibe massage gun, there's a $3 off in-link coupon. Again, make sure you guys are clicking on the products that I have in the carousel. See, there's extra discounts, the in-link coupons that go down for them. With that being said, that's pretty much going to do it here, y'all. Well, let's give Mike one more go. I'll give you one more minute, Mike, because if Mike's not here to redeem it, Loki and Busy, are you guys still here? We might have to run back another race if Mike's not here to redeem the prize. Let's see what we got. All right, so Loki and Busy are here, so we might have to run that one back again. I got you guys. All right. We're going to do another race, so it's going to be down to Loki and Busy if anyone else wants to get in on it. All right, we'll run it again. Anyone else want in? All right, so anyone else want in? Because Mike's not here to redeem it, we are going to run it back one more time. We might just have it with Loki and Busy. But again, guys, remember, you got to hang out for when the race is over so you can redeem the prize. I got to be able to confirm what you're going to get, all that fun stuff. All right, let's set it. Let's run it. I'm going to screen share here. We'll do it one more time. Let's go. Here we go. Bam. Let's see who's going to pull it out this time. Here we go. Here we go. Getting that duck race on. Go, duckies, go. Go, duckies, go. Let's see who's got it. Let's see who's got it. Well, we got less than 30 seconds left. Who's going to pull it out? Who's got it? It's really about in the last 10 seconds who tends to like get the last final sprint. It's like that turbo boost at the end. Oh, Loki pulls it out. Congrats, Loki. All right, so stop that screen share. Congrats again, Loki. Hold on, let's see. Damn, so Loki, you know the deal, dude. We'll get you set up with either the gift card or the nutrition package. Just let me know either in the chat or if you want to send the email. I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to double check. You might have to email me again because I'm not sure if I have the email saved. Let me pull it up. Let me see. Let me see. Man, I'm going to see if I got it saved, Loki. There we go. Okay, got it. Got it. Now, Loki, just let me know. Do you want the gift card or do you want the nutrition package? Card or nutrition pack. And then I'll get that set up. And then you got the gift card. Got you, Loki. All right, so that is going to be it. I'm just going to send that over to you really quickly, Loki. Just confirm that you get it here in the chat. And we will call it a day. Again, guys, I'm going to be back streaming tonight with Gina. We're going to be going at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys do want to jump in on that, you totally can. We'll be back for some more fun. We'll get another duck race. We got more giveaways going down, more deals. And I actually got some new products. I'm going to share. I got a new camera in I'm going to be talking about with you guys. I'm going to share some more details on it. Some cool stuff I just got in as well for some sponsored stuff. I'm excited, y'all. We got some fun stuff in the works. All right, so Loki just got that sent. Let me know when you get it. Sent just now. Yeah. And again, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging around, checking out the stream, joining in for the duck race fun. And again, I'll be back tonight. And cheers it up, y'all. Yeah, everybody. And there we go. Later, Busy. Thanks for the follow again. Loki, all that good stuff. Thank you as well. And I'll check you guys later. Bye, y'all. And bam.